Hello everyone, this is our first video for our international advertising campaign for Uber Brazil. First, a little bit of background information on Uber. So Uber was initially founded in March of 2009 by Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp, two entrepreneur friends from Silicon Valley. It was officially launched in June 2010. Uber has quickly expanded throughout the globe, reaching Brazil in early 2015. And currently, Uber is valued at over $60 billion. So in the last 6 years, it's grown from small startup to a large Silicon Valley company. The Uber model relies on independent drivers using their own private vehicles to provide transportation to customers who can hail these cars using their computer or smartphone apps. So let's talk about the marketing mix. So the product, there's really two distinct products, yet they're interdependent. The first is a ride-hailing service that customers can hail a car, can pick them up and take them to wherever they need to go. The second is actually an employment opportunity. So somebody has to drive those cars. They're not employed by Uber. They're essentially private contractors. And so these two distinct products really open up a number of opportunities when it comes to marketing. The biggest issue facing Uber really isn't acceptability from consumers. It's from current taxi drivers and unions and other government organizations that have in the past blocked its use in the country. So Uber is available in 11 Brazilian metropolitan areas, which makes it available to about 70 million of Brazil's 200 million people. The Olympics are upcoming in Rio, and so this provides a perfect opportunity, as the whole country will be tuning in, to really showcase Uber throughout the rest of the country. Major challenges, especially when it comes to hiring drivers or recruiting drivers, are the accessibility or vehicle ownership and smartphone ownership. On average, the average Brazilian has about 12% disposable income. So when you take that number, factor it in with the average monthly salary and the average cost of a ride, the average Brazilian consumer could afford about 12 Uber rides per month. Prices for Uber are based off of 3 fees. First, a base fee, then a cost per minute fee, and also a cost per distance or kilometer fee. Finally, for our promotion, our creative executions are threefold: a Facebook ad, a Twitter ad, and storyboards for TV commercials. So social media is very popular to Brazilians. They are number 2 per capita in usership for Facebook and Twitter, next to the United States. And then television is Brazil's most far-reaching media outlet, reaching approximately 95% of the population. So our Facebook ad will focus on Uber Pool, which in addition to being a ride-hailing service, is a ride-sharing service. And this is economically efficient. There's an economic downturn in Brazil, and so this is a new product offering that would be probably very well received from Brazilians, and is only available in 1 city currently. The Twitter ad will focus on customer service, something that's very important to the Brazilian consumer. And finally, the TV commercials will focus on the versatility of Uber. You can use it to go to a nightclub or a party, or you can use it, for business or something like that. So the country information. Brazil is the largest country in South America by size, population, and GDP, and has recently emerged as a major global economic player on the global stage. Brazilian history is kind of threefold. So the Portuguese first reached Brazil in the 1500s and ruled there until 1889. For nearly 100 years after that, there was a period of high instability with different governments being set up in place, military coups, and whatnot. The current government, with its current constitution, has been in place since 1989, and that stability has led Brazil to modernize. Brazil is highly diverse due to the native population, the imperial period, which saw a high degree of slavery, this unstable period where we had extreme immigration from Europe. And so there's a lot of diversity, and 50% of the population is under 35, which is great because that's Uber's target demographic. The economy has been modernizing in the last 20 years, leading to an increased middle class, although in the last few years there has been a severe economic downturn. Communication channels, the telecommunications network in Brazil is modern and far-reaching. Brazilian culture really focuses on family, religion, and leisure activities. Finally, media and advertising. The large media companies are all family-owned. TV and radio, excuse me, are the most far-reaching, while social media is incredibly popular. Like I said, it's the number 2 per capita social media country in the world.